Welcome to the online classes, Darul Madina International Islamic School. Dear students, today we will study chapter 2 of chemistry for class 8. I hope that you have the book, notebook, pencil, etc. If you don't have any of the thing, please collect it quickly. Now, open chapter number 2 of your book. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to the online classes, Darul Madina International Islamic School. Dear students, today we will study chapter 2 of chemistry for class 8. I hope that you have the book, notebook, pencil, etc. If you don't have any of the thing, please collect it quickly. Now, open chapter number 2 of your book. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. First of all, we should recite the dua for increment of knowledge. Recite with me. Rabbi zidni ilma. Rabbi zidni ilma. Rabbi zidni ilma. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Nabi Allah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nur Allah. Dear students, in the previous lecture we have studied the laws of combination, which consist of 4 laws, that is law of conservation of mass, law of constant composition, law of multiple proportion and law of reciprocal proportion. Yesterday we have learned about law of conservation of mass and law of conservation of constant composition or definite proportion. Inshallah today we will learn about law of multiple proportion and law of reciprocal proportion. So we will start from the law of multiple proportion. Dear students, first of all we will read the statement of this law. Now look at the slide. When 2 elements combine to form more than one compound, the masses of one element which combined with the fixed mass of another element are in the ratio of small whole number or simple multiple ratio. Now dear students, this law basically consists of 2 elements in which one element contains the fixed mass and the other element contains the variable mass, and when both the elements combine they will form some compounds. We will again come back to the statement. First of all, we try to understand the law with an example. Let's see the example of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. You can see the formula of carbon monoxide. The formula is CO and the formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. In the carbon monoxide, the mass of carbon, you can see in the lower box, the mass of carbon in carbon monoxide is 12 gram and the mass of oxygen is 16 gram, while in the compound carbon dioxide the mass of carbon is 12 gram and the mass of oxygen is 32 gram. You can see in the table the mass of carbon is fixed, but the mass of oxygen is variable or different. So the mass of one element, that is the oxygen, is combining with the fixed mass of other element, that is the mass of carbon. In carbon monoxide, 16 gram of oxygen is combining with the 12 gram of carbon, but in carbon dioxide 32 grams of oxygen is combining with 12 grams of carbon. So mass of carbon is fixed, that is 12 gram, while the mass of oxygen is different. Now see the composition or proportion of the masses of oxygen. 16 is to 32. If you simplify the proportion, it will become 1 is to 2. So the ratio of oxygen in combining with fixed mass of carbon is 1 is to 2. Now we will move again to the statement in the light of the example. When two elements combine to form more than one compound, as in the example, carbon and oxygen are the elements in which oxygen is combining with the fixed mass of carbon. The masses of one element which combine with the fixed mass of other element are in the ratio of a small whole number. यानी ऑक्सीजन की जो मास है जो कि डिफरेंट है वो फिक्स्ड मास कार्बन के साथ 1:2 रेशो यानी 16 और 32 की रेशो से कंबाइन करें और इसकी जो सिंप्लीफाइड रेशो होगी वो 1:2 होगी और 1 and 2 are the multiple of each other. Now we will move to another example. The other example is the formation of two other compound, that is water and hydrogen peroxide. You can see with the help of formula that water is composed of hydrogen and oxygen, while hydrogen peroxide is also consist of hydrogen or oxygen. In water, two atoms of hydrogen are combining with the one atom of oxygen, but in hydrogen peroxide, two atoms of hydrogen are combining with the two atoms of oxygen. Now we check the composition और रेशो इन द मासेस ऑफ द टू एलिमेंट्स. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आप देख सकते हैं टेबल में कि हाइड्रोजन का जो मास है, एटॉमिक मास ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज़ 1. जैसा कि वाटर मॉलिक्यूल में 2 एटम्स हैं हाइड्रोजन के, तो हाइड्रोजन का मास हुआ 2 और हाइड्रोजन पर ऑक्साइड में भी हाइड्रोजन का मास क्या है 2 है, क्योंकि हाइड्रोजन पर ऑक्साइड में भी 2 एटम्स हैं हाइड्रोजन की. लेकिन वाटर में ऑक्सीजन के जो तादाद है वो 1 मॉलिक्यूल है. एटॉमिक मास ऑफ ऑक्सीजन इज 16 इन वाटर, बट द मास ऑफ ऑक्सीजन इन हाइड्रोजन peroxide is 32. That is again the same situation. Oxygen mass is variable or different, that is 16 and 32, while the mass of hydrogen is fixed. It means that the oxygen having different masses is combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen, that is 2 gram. Now if we compare the masses of oxygen, that is 16 and 32, 16 is to 32, in water and hydrogen peroxide. If we simplify both the proportions or both the ratios, it will be 1:2. That is 16 1 is 16, 16 to the 32. So the ratio of oxygen with the hydrogen is 16:32, or more simply we can say this ratio is 1:2. Dear students, one more example will make it very clear to you, in which nitrogen and oxygen are combining, and it is more interesting that the combination of nitrogen and oxygen are forming 5 compounds. In the previous 2 examples there were 2 compounds, that is in the first example carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, and in the second example H2O, water and hydrogen peroxide. But in the third example nitrogen and oxygen are combining in different ratios and forming 5 different compounds, that is nitrous oxide, nitric oxide, nitrogen trioxide, nitrogen tetroxide and nitrogen pentaoxide. If you see the weight of nitrogen in all the 5 compounds, nitrous oxide contains 2 atoms of nitrogen. As you know, the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and the atomic mass of 2 atoms will be equal to 28. But in nitric oxide it contains 1 atom of hydrogen, so the mass of nitrogen in nitric oxide is 14 gram. Nitrogen trioxide, the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14, since 2 atoms are present, so in nitrogen trioxide the mass is 28 gram. Similarly, in nitrogen tetroxide and nitrogen pentaoxide 2 atoms of nitrogen are present, so the mass of nitrogen in rest of the compound is 28 except नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड. जी डियर स्टूडेंट, सिवाय नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड के तमाम चारों कंपाउंड्स के अंदर नाइट्रोजन का जो मास है वो 28 ग्राम है, क्योंकि चारों कंपाउंड्स में नाइट्रोजन के 2-2 मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, जबकि नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड में नाइट्रोजन का एक एटम है जिसका मास 14 है, बाकी चारों में 2-2 एटम्स हैं, लिहाजा 28 मास हो गया, 28 ग्राम मास हो गया. आइए अब हम देखते हैं ऑक्सीजन के मास की तरफ. In nitric oxide, 1 atom of oxygen is present, so the mass is 16 gram. In nitric oxide, the mass is 16 gram. Nitrogen trioxide, 3 oxygen atoms are present, so 16 3s are 48 gram oxygen is present. In nitrogen tetraoxide, 4 atoms of oxygen are present, so 16 4s are 64 gram oxygen is present. But in nitrogen pentaoxide, 5 atoms are present, so 16 5s the 80 gram of oxygen is present in nitrogen pentaoxide. अच्छा, अगर हम मास ऑफ नाइट्रोजन में देखें तो चारों के जो मास है वहाँ पे 28 ग्राम्स है, लेकिन नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड का है 14, क्योंकि ये स्मॉलर नंबर है. हम सब को एक वेट पे ले आते हैं, तो हम अगर इनको 2 से डिवाइड कर देंगे चारों को, तो ये 14 है, 28 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 तो 14 बन जाएगा. और बाकी अभी भी तीनों में भी जो 28 ग्राम नाइट्रोजन का मास है उसको भी 2 से डिवाइड कर देंगे तो 14 हो जाएगा. तो तमाम नाइट्रोजन का मास हमने जो है सेम कर दिया. जब हमने 2 से डिवाइड करके नाइट्रोजन के मास को सेम किया है, तो इसी तरीके से हम बकिया नाइट्रोजन के मासेस को भी, यानी उन्हीं 4 कंपाउंड्स में नाइट्रोजन के मासेस ऑक्सीजन के मासेस को भी 2 से डिवाइड करेंगे, तो 16 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 तो 8 बन जाएगा. इसी तरह नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड में 16 है तो वो 16 ही रहेगा, क्योंकि हमने इसको 2 से डिवाइड नहीं करना है. 48 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 तो 24, 64 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 तो 32 एंड 80 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 तो 40 ग्राम बन गया. तो ये सिंपल रेशो हमने कर ली। अब दोबारा देख लीजिए कि पांचों कंपाउंड्स में जो नाइट्रोजन का मास है वो 14 ग्राम्स है और ऑक्सीजन का मास 8 ग्राम, 16 ग्राम, 24 ग्राम, 32 ग्राम एंड 40 ग्राम्स है। अब अगर अब इन पांचों कंपाउंड्स में हम ऑक्सीजन के मास की सिंपलेस्ट रेशियो देखें 8, 16, 24, 32 एंड 40 ग्राम में, तो आप देखेंगे कि इसको 8 से डिवाइड करने पर 8 1 ज़ा 8, 8 2 ज़ा 16, 8 3 ज़ा 24, 8 4 ज़ा 32 एंड 8 5 ज़ा 40। तो 1:2:3:4:5 होगी, जो कि वेरी सिंपली यू कैन सी इट इज़ अ वेरी simple ratio. I think you all have understood this law very clearly. This is a little bit typical, but I hope that you understood clearly this law. Now we will move towards law of reciprocal. In the previous law, that is law of multiple proportion, there were two elements, but in this law more than two elements are involved. इसमें दो से ज़्यादा एलिमेंट होंगे, यानी 3 एलिमेंट या 3 से भी ज़्यादा हो सकते हैं। First of all, we read the statement. What is the statement? When two different elements separately combine with the fixed mass of third element, जब दो एलिमेंट जिनकी अलग अलग तीसरे मास से, जिसका मास फिक्स है थर्ड एलिमेंट से, टू डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स अलग अलग एक थर्ड एलिमेंट से जिसका मास जो है वो फिक्स्ड मास है उससे रिएक्शन करेंगे, तो द प्रोपोर्शन इन विच दे कंबाइन विद ईच अदर, तो जिस प्रोपोर्शन में दोनों एलिमेंट आपस में एक दूसरे के साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे, शेल बी ईदर इन द सेम रेशो, या तो वो उसी रेशो में होंगे, और सम मल्टीपल ऑफ 8, या तो वो इसका मल्टीपल होंगे। नाउ डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वी विल अगेन कम बैक टूवर्ड्स द स्टेटमेंट. लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड this law with an example. Now you can see a triangle on your screen. There are 3 elements: carbon, sulfur and oxygen. Carbon is combining with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide, while sulfur and oxygen is combining and forming सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड. आप देख सकते हैं कि कार्बन एंड सल्फर सेपरेटली कंबाइन हो रहे हैं ऑक्सीजन के साथ, और वो दो कंपाउंड फॉर्म कर रहे हैं. कार्बन और ऑक्सीजन मिलकर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बना रहे हैं और सल्फर और ऑक्सीजन मिलकर सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड बना रहे हैं. यानी कार्बन और सल्फर सेपरेटली ऑक्सीजन के साथ कंबाइन करते हुए दो कंपाउंड फॉर्म कर रहे हैं, दैट इज़ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड and sulfur dioxide. Now students, let's compare the ratio of masses between the carbon and the oxygen. You know very well, carbon has mass 12 gram and oxygen is 16, but two atoms are here, so it will become 16 to the 32. So the ratio between the masses of carbon and oxygen is 12 and is to 32. अगर हम इसको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे 4 से, 4 3 ज़ा 12 एंड 4 8 ज़ा 32. सो द रेशो बिटवीन द मासेस ऑफ कार्बन एंड ऑक्सीजन इज 3:8. नाउ वी मूव टुवर्ड्स द सल्फर एंड ऑक्सीजन, दैट इज टुवर्ड्स सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड. सल्फर मास इज 32 and oxygen is 32. So 32:32. अगर 4 से हम इसको दोनों को डिवाइड करेंगे तो 4 8 ज़ा 32, 4 8 ज़ा 32. So in sulfur dioxide the ratio between the masses of sulfur and oxygen is 8:8. Now you see the ratio between the carbon and oxygen is 3:8 and the ratio between sulfur and oxygen is 8:8. Now dear students, now look at the bottom. Carbon and sulfur are directly combining and forming carbon disulfide. The mass of carbon is 12 and the mass of sulfur is 32 2 the mass of sulfur is 32, 2 atoms are there, so it will become 64, 32 to the 64. So the ratio between the masses of carbon and sulfur is 12:64. So divide it by 4, it will become 3:16. Now dear students, see very clearly the masses between the ratio is carbon and hydrogen is 3:8 and the sulfur and oxygen is 8:8, but the carbon and sulfur are directly reacting with 3:16. According to the law of reciprocal proportion, the proportion in which carbon and sulfur combine with one another are in the same ratio, that is 3:8. You can see on the right and left side of the carbon, the ratio of the carbon is 3, the ratio of the sulfur is 8, 3:8. But the ratio of sulfur in carbon disulfide, the ratio of carbon and sulfur is 3:16. That is 3 is same, but 16 is twice the 8, twice of 8. So this is the multiple of 8, that is double. So the ratio between the carbon is same, that is 3, and the sulfur is 16. Now dear students, take another example. Carbon and oxygen and hydrogen are combining with each other. Carbon and hydrogen are forming methane, that is CH4. So the mass ratio between the carbon and hydrogen is 12:4 and the simplified ratio is 3:1. While in water, oxygen and hydrogen are combining, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is 2:16. That is, it is equal to 1:8. Now the ratio of carbon is 3 and the ratio of oxygen is 8. But at the bottom, carbon and oxygen are directly combining and forming carbon dioxide. So the ratio between the carbon and oxygen is 3:8, 12:32, and the simplified ratio is 3:8. Now another example is on your screen, in which sulfur, hydrogen and oxygen are combining and forming sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide and water. Dear student, this is your homework, and find the ratio of sulfur and hydrogen in which they are combining with each other. Now there is another sheet which is your home assignment. You can see on the screen, state and explain with one example of each of the following laws. That is, all the 4 laws we have studied yesterday and today. That is, law of conservation of mass, law of constant composition, law of multiple proportion, and law of reciprocal proportion. Dear students, you can see in the question, you have to write and learn statement and explain, and you have to explain it at least one example of each law. I hope that all the things I have taught in this lesson is clear. Revise it at home. May Allah strengthen your memory. Ameen. Summa Ameen. Jazakallahu khairah.